Hey, what's up? This your man Step, and shit. I honestly don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like this video has a meaning though. You know what I mean? Judging by whatever the title is, I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to go ahead and talk about me. You know what I'm saying? And who I am. Not in depth, but a brief description of who I am and what I want to accomplish at this point in time and the things that I've gone through. I'm not going to really get into specifics because I'm trying to keep a lot of things personal, until I'm comfortable enough to talk to you guys about the shit that I've gone through, you know what I'm saying, as a person. But going back to, when I started my basketball channel up, man, I promise you, like, I didn't expect, to do that channel, you know what I'm saying? Uh I still think about it sometimes, not all the time, not a lot, just, from time to time, every blue moon, I think about that channel and, all the work I put into it. Although not as much as my gaming channel, I put some work into that basketball channel and I loved it a lot. But, as time went by, I shut it down because it was just one of those things that I felt necessary to do, one of those choices, one of those sacrifices that need to be made in order to make room for me to really focus on what mattered to me. And I remember my mom asking me, is that something I wanted to do as a career type thing? You know what I'm saying? That I want to make money off of something like that. And I told her, nah, man, like, no. Good. And I didn't say no because that's how I really felt. I said no because, sometimes when you're like a bit younger or like you're a bit like mentally unprepared for certain things and you're more focused on what people think of you instead of what you feel is right for yourself, you tend to say what isn't true. You know what I'm saying? So I said no, that's not what I wanted. But in reality, it didn't hurt to at least try to, be successful at what I was doing. And over time I just stuck with it, worked hard and did what I had to do. And a few years later I accomplished something that I didn't expect to do, which was me versus One Federation, something that I really grinded for. Although I took a lot of breaks in between, I really accomplished that. And it goes to show that it's not all about time. You know what I'm saying? Time is key. Because that involves patience, and patience is what really matters if you really want something as much as you in your heart feel. If you really feel in your heart that you want something, then you're gonna go for it no matter what or who tries to stop you. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have those bad and good days, which I go through, which is what I want to talk about, because I usually have these moments in my life, and mind you, everybody goes through it, man. There's not a person out there who doesn't go through it. But I go through these days where I just feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wake up and I try and record, but I'm just not feeling it. And then I'm thinking about failing, you know what I'm saying? Like at YouTube, and like I look at the videos and I'm like, damn, the views didn't go up. Like some videos don't get views and some only get 1 or 2 views. And I'm like, damn, man, I lose a subscriber or something like that. I mean, losing subscribers doesn't really matter to me. It's just like if I'm losing subscribers and not getting views or nobody's commenting on my videos, I'm like, I feel in my mind that I'm gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? And it lasts for like not days, but it lasts for like maybe an hour or two, maybe a few hours, or maybe the whole day. I don't know, but I really get in my mind about certain things like, oh my God, like, am I gonna fail at this? I put in so much work, I'd be devastated. Like, mind you, I really would be devastated if YouTube doesn't work out for me. But it's one of those you'll never know unless you keep going forward type of things. Like a lot of people, you can't get scared of what you think is gonna happen. You have to go with your gut feeling in your heart and just push forward, because even if you fail in the long run, you can at least say you tried. But how will you know unless you try? You know what I'm saying? You could succeed past what you thought you were gonna do, and that's what keeps me going, and not just that, but I see other people as well who I really, in some way look up to. I admire their, persistence and their hard work. It just makes me want to go harder than what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm at a limit to what I can do, because like I said, it really isn't shit to say, but my laptop is shit, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really put up as many videos or certain kind of games that I know you guys will like. And that's why, today's Sunday, so last video I put up was Friday. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I want to put up videos on weekends more frequently, but I can't because usually I'm running out of videos to upload. So I try and keep a certain amount in my folder to, just keep up the pace. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll take a break just to record. It's not because I want to take a break. It's just because I have to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, as far as like my bad days go, I have these bad days sometimes, but then I realize all of the things that I overcame over the past 4 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just like involving YouTube. Like, I'm talking about life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through so much crap within the past 4 years, like different relationships not working out for me, bad breakups, like being involved with cops, you know what I'm saying? Losing my license, being immature, you know what I'm saying? Losing a friendship that, that mattered to me, cutting some people off, having some people cut me off, just going through a lot of shit, man, realizing the true intentions of certain people, you know what I'm saying? And just growing and realizing a lot of stuff that I didn't know back then because I wasn't mentally capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I was a completely immature dude. It's just I was oblivious to a lot of the things that were going on around me and the things that were wrong with me, but I never took the time out to try and fix them, which is why I'm so grateful and thankful. And I don't know about, I don't know how you guys feel about, God, but I love God, and I really feel like God took me through a lot of stuff. I mean, really, like I went through a lot of crap. I cut so many habits off that I didn't think possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys in the past, I stopped drinking. Although drinking really wasn't a problem for me. I wasn't an addict. I wasn't an alcoholic. It was just, I was immature with it. Whenever, like sometimes when I drank, I would get carried away, not with the quantity of drinking, just the things that I would do, you know what I'm saying? And actually, I want to tell you guys something that I didn't think to speak on, but I remember this. I remember this night, me and Darius, so stupid, but we played flip the coin. You know what I'm saying? We got a quarter. Actually, it was on my phone, but we were in his room and we had a bottle of gin and some whatever juice that was, I forgot. But anyway, we played, and every time, like whoever called the right, it was either heads or tails. Whoever called it, the loser had to take a shot. So we did it until we both took 7 shots and then went out. You know what I'm saying? And we went to the club and everything was good up until the point when we got there, and then I sat down. That was when the stage was there. We sat down, and I sat down like this, like with my head down like this. Well, it was further down. It's just I don't want to get off camera, but I was like this the whole time for an hour. And the hour felt so fast to me. He said it was an hour. It felt like 10 minutes. And then I finally looked up, and security was looking at me like I was dead or something like that. And it seemed like they were going to call the cops. So Darius said, "Hey, bro, they looking over here, bro. It's time for us to go." So I got up slowly. We left. Got in the car. I'm cranking up the car, but the car started to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like it started to mess up, and I think that was a sign that, Step, you don't need to drive this car. You need to call somebody. You don't need to drive, man. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. But I didn't think about that at the time. The next step is what I thought about. But the car was messing up, but then it finally cranked. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I remember after that was that moment. Everything after that, I don't remember. From me cranking up the car to when I realized that I was still in the car was what I remember. But long story short, we woke up. Well, he was in the car, knocked out, throw up everywhere on his side. I was hanging out of the car We didn't crash or anything. We got to his house in the grass. I hit his fence, like not hard. It was like the car was rolling and it just hit the fence and it dented it a little bit. And I was like, I woke up and realized where I was, but I wasn't able to move. My mind was aware, but my body was just done. And the car lights were still on. The car was in park, and my door was open. Long story short, his sister helped him out of the car, had to get him in the house. They got me in the house. I woke up that next morning. Car was just throw uppy, man. You know what I'm saying, on the passenger side. And I was looking for the keys, and his parents hid the keys, on the table in the living room. And, sometimes I think about that day. It's like we could have died that night. To make it worse, I could have killed someone else and us. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like that night was a lesson well learned. You know what I'm saying? Because sometime after that, I lost my license. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was drunk. It was just because I had a little bit of alcohol in me, and I was 20 years old. So it was like very, very childish of me. Immature, I know. Trust me. If anybody calls me a dumbass, I'll take it. Just know that I'm nowhere near who I was back then. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a drink of alcohol since September 2016. Not even a lick, not even nothing. I don't care for it. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't like the smell of it. I don't care for alcohol. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sit well with me. I don't even like being around people who drink alcohol. As far as weed goes, I don't have a problem with weed. You know what I'm saying? I did say in my last exercise video that I was cutting it off. I don't have a problem with weed. It's just I don't do it enough to want to continue to do it. Weed was something that I did whenever I, got around my peoples. You know what I'm saying? And that was not even weekly or monthly. You know what I'm saying? It was rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why do it if I barely do it? You know what I'm saying? So I just cut that off, and now I'm exercising, regularly exercising. I do it every day except Sundays, and it just makes me feel good to know that I'm doing it, because after all of the stuff that I went through, the things that I did to other people, I treated people like shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes me think that everything that happened to me in the past I deserve, because I used to make excuses for myself, and I used to say, oh, well, she did this to me or he did this to me, so I think they deserve what I did to them. And that's not the case, man. It's just, it was all because of my actions. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't always me. They had actions in it too, but I take the responsibility for it because I'm a better person now, and I have the opportunity to focus on what matters to me, which is a career in the making of YouTube, and I love it a lot, and I wouldn't want this opportunity to go away. Although I do get scared of it not working out, I'll never know unless I keep going, which is why I work very, very hard at it. I don't care about others' opinions of my channel. I don't care about, I don't really care about views, although I would like more people to watch my videos. It's about timing, and I know it's about the kind of content I put up. Not a lot of people care about the certain games that I play, which is fine. And then it's not even about that, sometimes it's from what I understand, is YouTube's algorithm thing or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know, certain videos don't pop up on other people's feed, even if they're subscribed to you. So maybe that might be a factor in it, but I don't know, long talk short, man, I went through a lot in the past 4 years, man, and I can't help but every day, not a day goes by, I promise you, Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, every day, I think about all of the choices that I made, even when I was a kid. I went through a lot of crap, man, a lot of crap, things where I felt like I was gonna die. Things where I felt like someone was gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I've been emotionally hurt. I've been bullied. I've been cheated on. I've cheated on. I've been hit. I've hit someone. I've been lied to. I've lied to people. I've been not abused, but I've been taken advantage of. Anything you can name, man. And it all made me stronger. It all made me who I am today, which is a very positive guy. I hate negativity. I don't even get mad anymore. I get aggravated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get aggravated to the point where I would yell at someone. I don't like yelling anymore. I stop that shit. I get aggravated and just mind my business. I'll either get away from them or I'll say something calmly and just leave it at that. But I don't like getting mad anymore, man. It's not a good feeling to get mad, although aggravated is one thing. Getting upset and mad about something is just something that I can't do. And that just shows that I've come a long way, man. A long way. And I still got a long way to go. I'm still building my character. You know, and there's some other things that I want to talk about to you guys, but I don't feel comfortable with talking about it yet. So I'm gonna wait until further down the road when everything is, all said and done. But at this point, like I feel like it's not just about me. It's a community thing. It involves me and you guys. Whoever you are watching, it involves you as well. And I just want to take you guys on this road to success that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to be involved in my life in some fashion. I don't want to tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of dude that's just gonna put every bit of information about my life on the net. It's just not gonna happen. But I want to get you guys involved in some way, and let you know what I go through, my thoughts and stuff like that, because I've been through a lot of crap, man. A lot of shit that I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? That the average person would, just let slide by. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when my parents divorced, that hit me. But I remember moving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, since elementary school and high school, I was moving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I was never really at a stable school. It was like after a few months I'd move, after a year I'd move, some shit. But I was a very immature dude, man. But I realized a lot of stuff, and now I came a long way. Even with females, I really don't give a fuck about females like I used to. I used to tell you how involved in females I was. Now, mind you, I still get, I don't know what happened to me, but I get so attracted to girls nowadays, man. Like, I don't talk to them. I just get involved with them. Now, last night I went out, you know what I'm saying? I did say in the past video that I don't go out anymore, but I went out and I was talking to this chick and she was so cool, man. But I didn't get her number. I wanted it. Maybe I'll meet her again, I don't know. But anyway, we were talking, but whenever I went somewhere, to the store or out of town, I would always get dressed up, you know what I'm saying, or try and look good and smell good and shit like that. When I was a kid, high school and shit, I'd try and look good just to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying. Nowadays, I just put on a tank top, some joggers, something with my slides, and just go, you know what I'm saying. I don't care about that crap anymore. Like, when I see a female, if I ever go somewhere and I see a female, I may get attracted to her, but it's nothing to where I'm gonna just run up and talk to her, you know what I'm saying, like I would try and do in the past, or just look at her and stuff. I look at a female, yes, she's attractive, and I just leave it be. I don't care about females like that anymore. Although I do want to be in a relationship, I don't care about that, man, because I'm too focused. I'm gonna tell you right now, there should have been a point in time where Step should have had a baby. I'm gonna be honest. That's just how involved in females I was. I should have had a baby by now. But I've been given chances after chance after chance. And I'm actually glad I don't have any kids, and I'm glad I don't have a girlfriend right now. In the future, if I ever come across a chick who wants to be my lady, so be it, man. But if that time ever does come, I just want to settle down. You know what I'm saying? And just, cause I don't want to go to the club and stuff like that and just meet female after female. I want to be with one chick and just settle down. Cause I feel like at this age now, I'm pretty legit with it. I mean, I did say a few years ago that I wanted to get married in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So if that time ever does come, I think I'm right on track. So yeah, I mean, I'm mature now. I just don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff, man. I guess that's what it means to be a man. But I don't know, I'm just focusing on YouTube, focusing on giving you guys some content. I know this wasn't the type of video you were expecting, but it's something that I felt like was necessary to talk about, which is life. So I hope you guys enjoyed it for what it was. And I mean, hey, if you goddamn train So if you guys ever want to just hear me talk about life again, about some other shit, you know, because I can tell you a lot of shit that happened. But if you guys ever feel like you want these videos, or if you like these videos, just let me know, man. I like talking about life. Sometimes it's a more personal thing. Like I usually sometimes talk to myself, or I talk with God. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really like talking about life when it comes to like talking to someone unless they can relate. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I get confused with my words, and then I just go blank, and then I don't know what to talk about. But I'm pretty legit with it. So if you guys want to, talk about it or whatever, or just hear what I gotta say, let me know, man. Because I'm pretty in it. So yeah, thanks for watching. This your man Step signing off. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.